Last week we started looking at a new book called We Can Measure. So we're going to finish our picture walk and talk about some of the words that we come across that might be kind of tricky. So before we start looking at our picture walk again, let's find our words in the text. Turn to page 2. This first word, measure. Find a word that looks like it matches that. Measure. You can point to it or frame it, whichever one is comfortable for you. Okay. Measure. Does anybody remember what Miss Brown said measure was? What does it mean to measure something?
Like the desk or the...
So they're measuring their desk. Give me a little bit more information.
How big is something?
How big something is or how long something is. So they're trying to find out how big or long their desk is, right? And you're remembering a picture that's coming next. Okay. Find the word yardstick on page 2. Yardstick. Does anybody remember what Miss Brown said that was, Anthony?
That was like a ruler, but it's really a normal one than a ruler.
It's kind of like a ruler, but it's a little bit longer. So it's a tool we use to measure with, right? Okay. This big long word here that starts with this soft C sound, centimeters. Find that one on page 10. And this is actually where we left off on our picture walk. But we'll still go back and look at the pictures. Centimeters. Does anybody remember what the conversation was about centimeters? And actually the word inches is also on that page. And those kind of relate to each other. Centimeters and inches. Can you find both of these words? Does anybody remember what those two words were? Or what they had to do with? Can we remember? We're not sure. Okay, remember how the yardstick was the tool to measure with? Centimeters and inches are the units on that yardstick that they're using to measure with. Okay, Miss Brown does not have a yardstick to show you guys. Actually, yes, I do. Well, this is a meter stick, so it's a little bit different. But it's the same type of thing. Okay? So on one side, this is the inch. It's big, isn't it? Okay? So this is the unit. These are inches. Alright? Okay, and this is, remember, this isn't a yardstick. This is a meter stick. It's a little bit different. And on this side is centimeters. So it does have the units that we need. And do you see how these lines are closer together? You see that? Okay? These are a lot closer together than the inches. So it's two different ways to measure. Okay?
This cut.
Okay? So look how much bigger this number is on the centimeter side. Okay? It goes all the way up to 99. Well, really 100. And this goes all the way up
to 39.
Okay? So because the lines are further apart, there's fewer numbers. Because they're closer together, there's more numbers. Okay? Remember Gloria and Anita, they started having kind of a disagreement about who was correct when they were measuring their desk. Okay? So let's go back and look at the pictures. Miss Brown forgot to give herself a book. And just remember what the conversation was about. Okay? Let's see. Yeah, let's just do a really quick review of the first few pages. And you guys remembered on 2 and 3. Are we all there? Let's back to 2 and 3 really quickly. Measure. Let me make that j. We practiced that a little bit last week. Okay, so here we see the teacher. She's showing them the yardstick and talking to them about measuring. Let's practice, mate. Turn to page 4. This one's going to be really quick because we're going to finish our picture walk. Okay, what's happening on page 4 and 5? What's happening? Are we reading yet? We're not going to read yet. Okay, you guys remember these two girls' names? Gloria and Anita. So one of them starts with an A and one of them starts with a G. Anita and Gloria. Okay, so they're measuring. Look at their facial expressions. How are they feeling?
Happy.
They look pretty happy right now. Yes, sir.
think they're saying that their disc measures the biggest.
Okay, maybe one of them saying my desk measures this and my desk measures. So maybe they're having a conversation about what they're doing. It's possible. Turn to 6 and 7. I'm noticing their faces are different on this page. What do you think could be happening? Hang on, let's let some other guys think here. Louise, what do you think is happening here? They looked happy at first. They were having fun measuring. Now what? What do you think could be happening in that picture? Do they still look happy?
No.
No, they don't seem to look very happy. So what could be happening possibly?
That's they don't know that
You think maybe they're arguing? Okay. Maybe they're confused?
Oh, they're asking the teacher who's doing the wrong things.
Okay, they're asking the teacher maybe who's correct. Okay. They both maybe think they're correct. Turn. 8 and 9. And now their faces are really different. This could be where they're maybe saying, I'm right. No, I'm right. Maybe they're kind of having a little disagreement about that. What do you think?
I think they're being mad at each other.
You think they're mad at each other maybe? Maybe they could turn into that maybe if they can't come to an agreement. Stephen, what do you think?
They're like arguing.
Could be arguing. Okay. Turn to page 10. Oh, their faces look a little different here.
They're happy.
They're happy now. So do you think the teacher answered their question maybe?
Yes.
Okay. Let's read page 10. You can listen to me read or you can try to read it with me and see if our thinking is in the right place here. They're looking happy. They look like they asked a question. So let's see. You are both right, said the teacher. Your desks are the same. Gloria measured in inches and Anita measured in centimeters. Centimeters are smaller than inches. Oh, so remember when we looked at this stick over here? And there were more numbers on the centimeter side, so that's why their numbers were different. So something could be the same, look the same, but depending on how you measure it, the numbers could be different. Okay? So that makes sense. Turn. What's happening here, Samuel? What's the teacher doing now? And she's measuring, and what is the picture also showing us about those units of measure?
She's showing us that this one is apart.
Further apart, okay.
This one are closer.
So what's this unit of measure that's further apart? What does the picture tell you? What does it say here?
Inches.
Inches, and when they're closer together, it's
25.
it's 25 inches, but when they're closer together, what unit is that?
64.
64 what? What's that unit of measure at the bottom?
I know.
Come on. Can you remember? Say what you think it is.
I know.
Oh, you kind of mixed the words. You got the beginning sound correctly. Centimeters. Can you say it? Okay. Can everyone say centimeters?
Centimeters.
Yeah. That was a long. Is that what you were going to say? Okay. So the teacher showed them how they were both correct, depending on which unit of measure they used. And then at the end, what could they be talking about here? They were confused before. What do you think now? Are they still confused?
They're talking to the teacher, and some people are standing up, and they're on their desk.
So do you think that they're still confused, or do they understand now?
They understand now.
Okay. How can you tell from the picture that they understand? How do you know that?
Because the teacher is show both of them how are their desks,
Lose your train of thought? Okay. All right.